Of course, this was Dwight's night. York, the former Manchester United star who turned out for the first time for Sydney FC, and 8,700 fans turned up for the occasion. But in all fairness, I think he was upstaged somewhat by a certain Sasha Petrovski. More on that in a moment. This is the penalty, though, and the first ever goal for Dwight York in the colours of Sydney FC, beating Danny Milosevic with that penalty that was midway through the first half. So 1-0 to Sydney. And then Petrovski was the man who really killed off the New Zealand Knights, and we're seeing the New Zealand Knights for the first time here. They did not take part in the Club World Championship qualifiers earlier this year. Petrovski with the first of his double there. That came after 45 minutes. Into the second half, McFlynn with the pass, controlled by Petrovski, and a good angled finish. 72 minutes on the clock, Sydney leading by 3-0. The consolation, Francis, for New Zealand came from Steve Fitzsimmons. A good finish after Bolton came out flapping.
Yeah, look, I mean, I think it's very hard to judge the Knights at the moment in terms of their strength. I mean, they've got a very solid-looking, experienced squad of players, but they've not been... their preparation, they're very much underdone at this stage, so it's really hard to get a good judge on how good they are. Having said that, we can't take the credit away from Sydney. Every time Sydney FC have gone out to play a game, they've gone out and played really hard, and obviously got the results at the end of the day.
No David Strilic for Sydney, but Dwight York on the score sheet in his debut. What do you think will happen there up front with Petrovski also still keeping him very honest?
That's right. Look, Pierre's going to have a very hard decision to make, obviously, as the season progresses, in terms of how whether he's going to play with 3 strikers or whether he's going to have to pick 2 out of the 3 that he's got. And I think at the moment, I mean, quite a lot of people are tipping Sasha to be the one not playing, and I think, you know, really, it'd be very hard to leave him out in this form, because if he keeps banging in the goals, as he has done throughout the pre-season, it's going to be very hard to keep him on the bench.